Oh, Forsaken. You know, the game that was good for like 4 months when it came out and then it went to complete and utter garbage. Yeah, I know that game. This game has fallen so fast it might as well be considered the second coming of the Roman Empire. And this game has changed a lot. As someone who started in December 27th, 2024, yes, I know the date. This game got shot out back in the skull and left to rot and collect dust. Because what do you mean? This is a game about eternal hell and punishment where you have characters like Cool Kid snapping characters' necks and people getting mauled to death. And you're telling me this has the same age rating as Adopt Me? Are you kidding me? And tell me why they thought it was a good idea to add a Rabbids collab to this game. Yo, Basil and Hitoko, what are you smoking? Like, honestly, I think a Fortnite collab, or heck, a Friday Night Funkin' collab would have done this game more justice, but no, they decided to do the little Nickelodeon's kids show where the guys go like, and also, isn't it funny that every time Forsaken does a collab, also, yes, I'm stealing this from someone else's video, I don't know who said it, but they made a great point. They said, Forsaken always seems to add like 2 skins for a collab, but then the other person who's collabing with them adds like a ton of characters and skins and maps, and Forsaken just says, we have collabs so we have money, and that's all we want. Arigato gozaimasu. And also, this has been milked dry. Like, what I'm about to say is like a cow's udders that have been milked to the core. But this game's atmosphere and soul, not driven by love, and identity has been sucked out like Luigi from Luigi's Mansion. And speaking of soul-driven love, isn't it funny how Basil and Hitoko are always like, no, Soul is not on the game or affiliated with us whatsoever. And then Basil proceeds to just go glaze Soul and bite his nipples. Like, Basil, what are you doing? You are a co-owner of one of the biggest games on Roblox. Just stop talking to the child groomer, bro. It's not that hard. And also, why is Basil just casually wearing an avatar about a game that glorifies rape and sexual assault? Like, honestly, I should just become the Forsaken owner. I'm gonna shoot the game out back, and then the memories of this game can fade away, and then we'll all be happy because Forsaken's dead. I can't even begin to think how Necrosis feels. This game was his child, and then it got kidnapped, thrown into the back of a van, and then they started pumping, like, Fortnite slop into it, and now look at the game it's become. Like, honestly, I used to play this game every day and think it was an enjoyable experience. But now, let me get back to my main topic. Forsaken's soul, the one that isn't driven by love, this game's identity sucks. Like, we honestly lost everything that made this game recognizable and different from all the other Roblox games. Take a look at this image of glass houses, right? You see these images? It's very dark, gloomy, kind of scary, right? Like, you don't know if Jason's gonna come out of the darkness and start eating your butt, right? You just don't know because it's dark and it has an atmosphere. Now let's look at the new glass houses. I can see everything. Like, it's just orange, bright, and I can see everything. I'm not scared. The only thing I'm scared is because the Jason I'm playing against has 75 days on the game and hasn't lost a single killer round or survivor round in 5 months. And also, all the skins nowadays are super high quality, flashing, ultra detail. Whoa, look at these new animations. Oh, did you guys see that? Be ready for the next skin. I remember when skins were just, skins. Like little alterations of the character to add some flair and pizzazz to the character that you're wearing. Like, not insanely different. They're obviously recognizable, but like, maybe, let me think. Noob in a cute little elf hat. Cutesy kawaii, right? They were small, minute little things, but you could feel the passion in them. And even when we do get an insanely high quality, ultra realistic, upscale HD skin, it ends up getting scrapped and kicked to the waiting room of eternal hell. Like, Forsaken, can you just make up your mind on what you want to add to this game? Another thing, I feel like Forsaken is becoming cartoony and, like, realistic. Like, if you take a picture of Noob and compare it to someone like a Veronica skin, the quality difference is insane. None of the characters anymore feel like classic characters. John Doe got HDified, 1X got HDified, Jason Slasher got HDified, and just everyone, they look out of place. They're trying too hard to be realistic. Like, look at this image of Jane Doe's old design, right? It's nothing over the top, but it's Jane Doe, and it has that classic Roblox feel, because, you know, Forsaken's a ASIN based off of classic Roblox media. Now let's take a look at the the new design. Okay, look, it is objectively better, right? It's better quality, it's higher detailed, everything's better. But it's not classic Roblox. They're trying too hard to be different, therefore they're making them look like everything else. And also, tell me why does Jane Doe have coochie creases or like crotch creases? Why is it getting tight right by her cooch? Like, I don't know, that's just me being weird, but I honestly don't think they need that on a Roblox character. Is that just me? I honestly miss when the game felt like Roblox media and like everything had stud surfaces and they were actually surprisingly using studs accurately. That made me very happy. But just like, and even when they do try and be old Forsaken-y, it's just digging their grave further, because then it's just proving how much further the game has fallen from its original identity. But by the way, Curse, I love you so much. You're my goat. You're about the next topic, so let's go. This game's music, other than the gameplay, Forsaken's old music was this game's bread and butter. Okay, Curse was in the kitchen with a master chef hat, cooking left, right, and center. Okay, she didn't miss a mark when it came to these songs. I honestly believe that if Curse wasn't the original music producer for this game, Forsaken would have never have gotten as big as it did. That's just my opinion though. And I'm saying this right now, I'm not trying to hate on the new music, okay? Like, the new music, a lot of the songs, they're really good, right? Like, they're catchy, they're upbeat, they're songs that can be replayed, but I don't think that's what they should be. You're in a chase. You shouldn't be like humming a melody or bopping your head to a beat. You should feel like you're about to get your cheeks spread open by someone who is insanely stronger than you. The only person that I can name off the top of my head that is trying their hardest with the music to keep it original and like its original identity is Vlad. A lot of people don't like Vlad's music because it's experimental, but I personally love Vlad's music. Yes, their new 1X theme is amazing. Could it be better? Yes. Is it as good as the original? No. But Vlad is at least trying and putting forth effort into trying to keep this game scary feeling. The main thing the modern music lacks for this game is hatred. There's no hatred, there's no power, there's no fear in these songs. Here, I'll show some examples. Let's take Creation of Hatred, right? The elements between 1X and Shedletsky. Here's the current version of it. The song is okay. It doesn't really sound like Shedletsky is fighting a manifestation of his hatred, and the song is really repetitive, so the song feels a lot longer than it actually is, and it doesn't fit what's going on. Like, yes, it's kind of catchy because of how repetitive the melody is, but there's no intense fear or anger present throughout the song. But let's compare this to the older version of the song, The Darkness in Your Heart. Here it is. Not only does this song reference the motif of Sword Fight on the Heights throughout the entire song, which is a genius idea because Shedletsky is the creator of Sword Fight on the Heights, but it also feels heavy. This song feels like Shedletsky is at tooth and nail with his manifestation of hatred, while also trying not to get himself run into the dirt. Let's also just take a look at something like the base LMS, okay? Here's a Grave Soul Now Run. I'll be honest, this one is intense, alright? It has a rapid tempo, the song is constantly, feels like it's speeding up, and it only really slows itself down near the end of the song. But the song mainly feels like the survivor and killer are like teasing each other, like Jason's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kill you, Elliot, come here," and it's like, "No, no, no, I'm actually gonna win this round, you're not gonna kill me." Like, it just, I don't know, it feels like the two are teasing each other. Now, let's look at the holy grail of the old LMS, Eternal Hope, Eternal Fight. My opinion, this is one of the most perfect, ideal standards for what an LMS should be. The slow build-up works perfectly as you realize that, like, you know, you're the last one left on your team and it's just you versus the killer. And by the time the beat of the song has already dropped, the killer has already caught up to you. So the song is fitting perfectly with the scenario. The song is heavy feeling. It honestly feels like you're in an endless loop of running and you're trying your best to just survive this one time. But nothing, and I mean nothing, will compare to Eternal I Shall Endure. I'll show you a snippet of this song. It never got used, but I'll show you a snippet of it, and you'll see what I mean. I have nothing else to say about this song, other than it is perfect, and I can't believe we lost this song. Forsaken, I'm gonna cry now. But now for my last thing. Basil and Hitoko are horrible game managers. Okay, I don't know how they're still in their positions, but they should not be. All they do is lie about Soul and just keep lying to the community. I honestly don't remember a time when the two have been honest with the community, but somehow every time something horrible happens, the community just turns a blind eye because, oh, look at new Jane Doe teaser, oh, next killer teaser, ooh, you want the next killer, right? Just don't look at the bad things, just give us more money, guys, keep looking over here. I don't know how Basil and Hitoko are owner and co-owner. Like, they do not deserve these roles. Like, I honestly think Forsaken should just change owners or just get booted off of Roblox, because I think this game should just get canceled and left to rot. I don't think this game deserves anything else. But yeah, it's a shame where this game has fallen. I really did like this game. It was one of my favorite games. I loved where it was going and all the ideas it had, and I honestly thought this game was going to be one of the greatest things Roblox has ever seen. But you know, as they say, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. Well, I hope you all enjoyed my first ever video. I don't know how many people are going to see this, but for whoever sees this, thank you. I love you. If this does well, I might do more. I'm probably going to do more regardless of views, but just maybe expect more from me. Goodbye, and I love you all. Mwah.